Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this February the 19th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about the storm system here, which is across the lower 48. As you can see, we have one system here moving off the east coast. We got some more lingering moisture over South Carolina, and then more activity stretching down into the Gulf. Also some activity across Mexico, also into the Eastern Pacific, also down towards South America and also Central America. Here's another little area of low pressure bringing some wintry precipitation to portions of the Great Lakes region over toward Illinois, over toward Michigan, and maybe New York State. Then we got some more activity out west, moving across Washington, Oregon State, over to Montana, to Wyoming, to portion of Colorado. And then we got another system here moving into the Pacific Northwest. Should be coming in around Thursday or into Friday as that system moves into that region there. As you can see here, the subtropical jet moving right across the area across Mexico into the southeastern U.S. and then out into the Atlantic coastal water, and the northern tropical jet moving across the northern portion of the lower 48 as well. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, as you can see here, we got some snow flying from portion of Vermont to Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Delaware, down to North Carolina, a little bit in upstate South Carolina, to portion of Tennessee, to Ohio, to Michigan, northern Michigan region as well. Also around Lake Erie and Lake Superior, Ontario, Canada region as well. A little bit of mixed precipitation across eastern North Carolina toward the Outer Banks. A little bit of shower activity across South Florida and Florida Keys, also across portions of South Texas. Then we got some shower activity across portions of Washington State, northwestern Oregon, and the Pacific Ocean. And then we got mixed precipitation there as well in Washington, Oregon State, over to Idaho, to Nevada, Utah, and Colorado, with snow flying from Colorado to Wyoming, Montana, also Idaho and northern Idaho regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Here's a look at your Friday forecast. You can see we got snow showers and snow from portions of Vermont and New York State to West Virginia, Ohio, up here around Lake Erie and Lake Superior, northern Michigan region, over toward northern Wisconsin, northeastern Minnesota, southeast Canada. Got some snow flying from Nebraska to Kansas to Colorado, northern New Mexico. Got some thunderstorms and shower down here across South Texas. Then we got some shower activity along coastal areas of Washington, Oregon State, northwestern California. Mixed precipitation stretching Washington, Oregon State, Idaho, and portion of Montana regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches, warnings, and advisory map, your location across the nation. Alright, you can see here we have some winter weather advisories up here around New York State, also in the portion of Ohio, portion of Michigan, also Kentucky, to West Virginia, to portion of D.C., Maryland area, Virginia, West Virginia region, down in the portion of Virginia, much of North Carolina, northeastern South Carolina, northern Georgia. Winter storm warnings in the pink, portions of Kentucky to West Virginia to Virginia, North Carolina. Freeze warnings and freeze watches in effect for South Georgia, North Florida. And then we got cold weather advisory stretching from Georgia to Alabama to portions of Florida Panhandle, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, to Arkansas, to Illinois, to Iowa, Missouri, southern Minnesota, North and South Dakota, over towards Montana. And then we got extreme cold weather warning stretching through the Dakotas, all the way into Nebraska, portion of Iowa, down in the Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas region, also in the portion of Missouri, Arkansas, portion of northern Mississippi, western Tennessee. Got river flood warnings there as well, from Ohio to Indiana to Kentucky to southern Illinois, western Tennessee, all the way down in Arkansas, Mississippi, portion of Alabama, a little bit over in eastern South Carolina, a little bit in Georgia, eastern Texas. Freeze warnings in effect across South Texas. Then we got winter weather advisories up in Montana to Idaho, down to Utah, also in the portions of Wyoming, Washington, Oregon State. You got a couple counties with blizzard warnings there in the red. Wind advisories over portions of Nevada and Southern California. Alright, we got some small craft advisory gale warning from the Washington State down to Southern California, then from portions of Texas all the way to the Florida Panhandle, then from the east coast of Florida to portions of the Boston area. The purple areas is storm warnings. Small craft advisories around the coastal areas of the Hawaiian Chain Island with some high surf warnings there as well. Also around the Alaska area with some freezing spray warnings also in that vicinity to the southwest. Alright, now let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. Pretty much quiet through the next 8 days. You can see day 1, just a little bit of general thunderstorms over central Florida. Day 2, nothing. 3 and 4 through 8 looks quiet as well at this time. But things could change later on. But right now we're going with everything is quiet at this time. Alright, you can see here the next 16 days snowfall total per the GFS. Heavy snow over portions of southeast Canada, also back in the portion of New Brunswick, Newfoundland, also over towards Maine, back in the New York State, down into Pennsylvania, Ohio, even some in West Virginia, eastern outer banks of North Carolina, over toward Michigan, also in the portions of Minnesota, also out west here through Washington, Oregon State, Idaho, Colorado, Utah, back over to Nevada, portion of New Mexico, Arizona, California region. Some heavy snow elsewhere, kind of just lighter amounts in the blue, and then a little bit of snow here across the portions of South Carolina, pretty much along that I-26 corridor from upstate South Carolina to Charleston, points northward. You might get a little bit of snowfall, possibly, maybe a dusting to maybe up to 1 inch in some areas, maybe just a few flurries as well for others. So otherwise, there's your forecast for tonight. Hope everybody enjoyed the forecast. Make sure you like these videos, share these videos. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. Like these videos, share these videos, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Take care, and we'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care.